In this review, I will only be focusing on Reimu and not on Sakuya since I've lost. Every situation that I'll be going over is to show what I could have done better, but nothing that requires like psychic abilities, hindsight, no such things, only realistic options. So obviously here, I just didn't react in time. I could have autopiloted 2C and limited the combo. Wait, I couldn't. Maybe that's why I didn't go for it? No, never mind. There it is. But the reason this combo was kind of scuffed is I jumped here, I flew up, that's -1 air dash, -2. So that was the only combo I could have gone for that would limit. And he board escaped here because I used 2 air dashes. It just makes sense that after J5A, I would either land and Sakuya gets out of the corner by board escaping forward, but I went for J6A instead. So I successfully caught his board escape, but I didn't convert, even though I could have. The 6A was nice, but there was no reason for him to get hit by that, I think. Here, after his air tag, could have just flew away, yeah. So this was actually a risky 6A. Not a good one. I should have instead chased after him with J5A. Like, just jump, J5A. So even though this play worked out, it was not a good play. Here, my J2B made no sense. But I reacted to my input. Like, I knew this doesn't do anything, but it gives me time to press C afterwards. But unfortunately, I hit Sakuya too high, so this does not combo anymore. Instead, after this counter hit, no, I had to rejump. I had to react to this, but I was already autopiloting the J2B, so there's no way I could have comboed from here. Yeah, but I wasn't ready for it, so this is not something I can fix. Here, I messed up. This is a classic Reimu moment. Like a classic cross-up, but I didn't hold light for long enough. So this could have been my lead already. 50% with no damage taken. Here you can see the distance, right? This is perfect distance for a dash jump, but I jump forward instead of doing a dash jump up. So instead, all I had to do was hold up after my initial dash to reach him. Right? But here I whiffed completely, and he didn't capitalize on this recovery though, even though he could. He flew up instead of flying back down. All he had to do here, like here, react to this whiff. Oh, what the hell? Okay, nice. Maybe he knew. He just knew that that would happen. Here, he thought I desync, but the reason I stood still was after I got hit. Look at my orbs, right? And I got hit after throwing my 236 a skill, right? So my recovery is scuffed. But since he flew backwards, he couldn't really chase me anymore. But I just stood still, waited for my orbs to recover. And I think what happened is klempfer thought I desynced or something like that, or my controller got unplugged. So I got a free hit like this. It was not my intention though. It wasn't my intention to trick him. So not my fault. Okay, that's his fault. During a tournament set, if you take hits like this, yeah. This happens to me a lot. So I get this hit, right? But I'm way too close. Usually I have to be slightly further away for my dash to not overshoot. This is the shortest dash possible, right? And this crosses me up. And if you look at my orbs, I can't follow this up with any bullet string. So what are my options here? 6A, of course, right? Boom. But he still had 2 air dashes left, so it's not a good play. So this would be my answer, like the safest option. To re-jump, to avoid any board escape, right? And then to J2A, because you can delay it a little bit. You don't have to do it right away, like this, right? Not necessary. You can J5A and then delay a little bit, so you start descending. The gravity pulls you back down. And if that play works out, great. You recover your orbs either way, right? Because in this moment, you just want to recover your orbs again. Too risky to try anything else. Like here, 0 orbs. Do not 6A, do not dash forward, just re-jump. The problem with the re-jump is if klempfer instantly board escapes forward, which in my opinion is very ballsy, because he still has 2 air dashes left and full orbs. And just because I hit him like this at 0 orbs, I don't think he would board escape to punish me. It's not likely. People who pay attention to the whole game, to all the context, like air dashes, orbs, they will take more calculated risk. And it's not worth just crushing yourself, like crushing 1 orb, just to escape a string that you will most likely escape anyway. Okay, because there's no follow-up by Reimu anymore. So, instant board escape would actually not go over Reimu, because it's too low. So yeah, I remain with my point that just re-jump and go for this J2A and re-land. You have no orbs, you can't do anything fancy. Just a side note, I'm not used to doing the optimal here, but I think it didn't go like that. Wait. Oh, it's so hard. Oh shit, I had it. Okay, now whatever. This, okay, I got this hit here. I have yokai busters in my hand, but it's not realistic. Okay, this hit, I got this hit, but there's no way I would combo this. Here, I didn't continue my pressure because of bomb, right? I'm not sure if he would ever bomb though. So maybe I shouldn't have hesitated. And even if he did bomb, I could just take the knockdown or delay my delay the tech, so he wouldn't just bomb into KD, right? But well, we just continue playing the neutral here. It's fine. This air tech of mine is super bad. I should have never air tech here. Here I use one air dash. And then I use another here, right here. Let me turn on my cheats. Boom. You see my air dash animation? It started already. So I have no air dashes left. Oh, you can even see. I fly down actually. Boom. Worst air tech ever. But I could have salvaged this by... No, I couldn't at all. Oh, it was just bad. And don't even think about, hey, what if you just attack the other direction? No. It's super bad. It's reactable. Here you can see I get hit. But this knockdown is not the typical knockdown. That's the starter, okay? Starter here. This position can be very... can vary a lot. Like, it can be a few pixels to the right, to the left, and then that changes the knockdown already. So this combo, even though he gets a knockdown like this, the timing is a bit hard, okay? It's not the classic 6-3 ender into KD. That's super telegraphed, can be practiced really well, but this combo is a bit harder to practice. So even the best Sakuyas, I would say, might mess this up, might mess this timing up. So he lands, and then he keeps walking, and then he presses KD. You see this little walk, okay? Walk to get into 4A range, and then KD. Seeing this, like seeing the KD is a bit late, I can tell, I can literally see it with my eyes, that the KD is late enough for me to have a chance at counterplaying. If it was earlier, then Sakuya could even 6-6A or 2A me, something like that, right? She wouldn't need to 4A. But here, this timing is very strict, so she most definitely has to 4A me, okay? That's just what I think. I might be wrong, but that's just how I see it. So I wake up here, and I mess up the mesh. Here. I walk up a bit back, and then I try to attack, actually. What I could have done is... Okay, here, right? Here's the moment I wake up. I just have to press 3A. Teleport, get out. Oh, it's kind of hard to get it from the... Okay, I have to be... Okay, now this should be easier. Whoop. Yeah, take one hit, but that's worth it, because there's no follow-up. Right here. This is just a Reimu moment where the knife, the one single knife that would give him a perfect crush, flies over me, okay? So I get out for free. I hold my flight too long though. Here. I fly forward and then I fly down. First of all, I curve my flight. I curve my flight down. And then I start flying down. Okay. So I'm way too low now. I don't know if the hitbox even comes out. Oh, it does. Okay. But it's not even close, right? Instead, I should have just... Yeah, I needed to let go way faster. Could have gotten a juicy punish here. Wait, I think... Okay, close to killing it, but not quite. Questionable attack by me, but he didn't punish. Oh, never mind. It's not questionable because I still have 2 air dashes left. It's fine that I air attack here. I actually delayed it even, I think. Could have air attacked earlier. That's why he didn't even consider going for the 3A bait, right? It's just the fact that I delayed it made it seem like, hey, klempfer should have 3A. He played this wrong, but he didn't. I just delayed it this play to get a punish. And I think he reacted. I think he reacted to this with the private square. He reacted to my air tag. Since I have low orcs, if I chicken block this, he will get a very easy crush in the air. Yeah, not much I can do here except for the fact that most people at a high level start the string with J5A into bullet. Because the beginner string is always J5A, J6A. Goes for any character. J5A, J6A, or J5A, J8A. Something like that. So the only way I could have survived is if I board escape this initial hit backwards. The reason you want to go backwards is because of the shield, right, of the border. But that's how I could have gotten out of the string. Here I tried to catch him in the air. Too ambitious by me. Let me see my input. Oh, he just caught my flight instead, actually. So when I jumped here, I needed to block. Watch what happens. Okay, that's the combo, right? But I can just board escape forward to punish. But I actually don't even need to board escape. Oops. Be sure again. Sakuya's J8A is not fast enough. It's big, but it's not fast enough, so you can actually graze. You can actually graze after you block the first J8A and then punish Sakuya. But he might have done something else, so who knows, right? But I think the J5A, J8A is a guaranteed string. He would have pressed this even if I blocked, even if I had blocked. Okay. But what he would have done next is a different story. But the punish is there. If he went for that string, no matter what, there would be a punish. But I don't think he would have. Here. I got away with this a lot because I've mentioned this before. J5A as Oki leaves you a lot of options. It's easier for the opponent to do it, like for the person who has the turn to chase someone with J5A, right? But it's rarely, or like there are many situations where you can just chicken block like this because the timing is just a few frames off from preventing people from jumping. Here, I think I mashed J8A. I just mashed J5A. Okay, J5A is actually the worst mash. I shouldn't have never pressed this here. Because even if you want to challenge something like this, then you have to press J8A as Reimu, since it's 9 frames, her fastest attack. There's no faster attack in this moment where that Reimu could have tried. Okay, only J8A. But as you can see, it's too slow here too. Block down and rejump, there's no time for that. Not even close. Instead, you have to stay calm, look at the situation. How many orbs does Sakuya have? Pretty much nothing, right? But here she can rejump. That means the air dashes are not a factor. You don't have to consider air dashes yet. Oops. So after I chicken block here, what I should have done is just keep blocking. And as I've said, there are no orbs, so Sakuya's string options are very limited here. Do I even need to board escape? Nope, I don't. You can just fly. Look at the angles. Not much Sakuya could have done here. Let's see. Yeah, what klempfer might have done, could have done, is just not cancel into bullet to avoid punishes, or press 5B. Okay, what would happen if he pressed 5B? Well, it's still not tied. So can I fly straight down? Yeah, I can. But if he presses 5B, it's a bit harder. This one is, in my opinion, a bad play by klempfer. Fly down. Actually, maybe it's not bad. Maybe he knew. Like he knows this situation. That's why he went for this. Because I still have 2 air dashes here. Right? I still have 2 air dashes. And he did not. Wait. Yeah, actually he did. He did. Yeah, he reacted to my J5A. Plenty of time to react. Yeah, I guess he just went. He just reacted. Never mind. Because if I just didn't go for it, I could have just gone for a bullet string. Here, this is the moment where he tricked me. He throws this J6A out, then he flies down instead of going aggressively. Pretty standard play, I'd say, actually, but I still fell for it. I thought he would fly up. That's why I pressed the J5A. But he flew back down, gained control on the ground, and punished me. It would have been better, I think. Like, number-wise, it's pretty hopeless. It's Sun Shower, Private Square. Okay. You can't Genki block your way out of this. It's super hard. So, instead, just try to block. Okay, don't Board Escape. Take the crush, okay? Like, if he gets the crush, then it is what it is. But the damage number would be much lower. Instead, I take so much damage, almost 3k. Boom, 2.9. Okay, I did take 3k, but he reset. Boom. Here I just panicked or something. Or I wasn't thinking clearly. Maybe I was too excited. I got the crush. Ooh. So obviously, what would Reimu do here? Not a 6-6A, but also not dial A. Here, this is what happens if I press dial A. Boom, out of range. The 6A is too far away. If I try to walk a bit, then I get a dial A only. See, 5B not an option either. So all I can do is 2A. Oh. Yeah, I'm messing up the combo, but oh, okay, maybe you have to walk a little bit. And then you get punished. Let me try again. Yeah, no. Yeah. You can walk a bit forward, or you just have better execution than I do, okay? And then you would get this combo easily. But this was not it. This was a misinput. I did not want to do this. I noticed that he was very respectful right now of my pressure. The moment he started blocking like this. Right? Just a slightly delayed 5AAA. This was delayed, if you can tell. Then I jump and he blocks it. That means, okay, he's being super respectful right now. I can afford to go for some greedy stuff. That's why I just 5C on the ground like this. If he blocks it, I'm plus. Nothing he can do here. He can't mash me. That's why I check him with a jab. In case he mashes, in case he thinks he's plus. Okay. But then I actually wanted to press 2B, I think. What did I try to press? I just pressed 2C for some reason. But this is super bad here. Boom. Even though you can see how many orbs that does. 1.5. It's so much. Boom. I didn't have the right card selected though. Yeah. If I had the red card, the red ball, then I could have gone for a crush string. That would have been, yeah, that would have pretty much been a guaranteed crush string. 2C into 6 to 3C into 2 card. Okay, I didn't go for it though. I messed up here. I often go for this. Look at this. I jump. I whiff. Okay, because Sakura is short. On taller characters, it would probably hit. Or if she wasn't crouching. I fly back down instantly and jab. This is a 4A jab. I'm not trying to get a combo here. I'm trying to catch them if they press anything or jump too late. It's usually safe. I nothing happens when I do that here. If you watch other replays of mine, I tend to do this a lot to just check the people. But here I take a full hit. This is not a punish. I have so much time. What was I pressing? Oh, I tried to high jump 8. I was just late or bad with the jump input. So here, what usually happens is jump, and then I can... I whiff. And then I can get a full punish. It's Dust Storm. I hit him with a 3A. This is the easiest option. Like 3A. I would recommend punishing Sakuya like this. It's not much, but it's something. It's reliable and easy. If she ever hits a 3A like this, even if she cancels into 6-3 here, right away, 3A would win. 3A would just hit, no trade. So always go for 3A here. Boom. But it's Dust Storm. That means the untech is pretty much there's no teching possible. So what I should have done is use my 4 card. Oops. Oh, okay, pushing too much. Yeah, you could have done whatever. I'm just trying to find some optimal combo right here, but not necessary, right? Just push people into it. The reason I should have gone for the spell here is I haven't been able to use my cards the whole time. It's the second round, I'm super low on HP, and I still have no leveled traps. I'm actually running a trap deck. It's necessary for me to win neutral, to gain control, to gain the advantage over Sakuya here. So I needed to spend my meter. So that was pretty bad of me. Didn't capitalize on the Dust Storm. This was a game of chicken here, right here. Game of chicken. If I hold my flight, then I might get hit by Sakuya's J5A or J6A, like this. Okay. Boom. This would happen. But since it was so far away, I was thinking, nah, he's not gonna do that. Actually, he might have gone for it anyway, but I didn't think it would reach me, right? It would have. It could have reached me. It's just a bad call for me. But I flew anyway. And maybe even he himself thought that this distance is too far. There's no way Reimu would jump at me now. Right? So he went for double 6C to snipe me. He didn't anticipate me grazing the whole way like this, I think. But I made the wrong play anyway. If I was gonna play the game of chicken, I should have gone all the way in. Which would have looked like this. Boom. Right. Not a realistic combo. I wouldn't have gone for this combo. I would have gone for the easier ones, of course. No limit possible over there, I think. There's no way I can limit this. Right. Oh my god, I could have limited this. Just need to delay the 5C a bit. Yep. Okay, my bad. I don't know Reimu good enough yet. This is a super meaty J5A. I should have but usually I would just land here. But I tried to 6A again, which is the bad part. Okay. The J6A, the 6A is the bad part here. So even if I melee this, if I autopilot a bullet after this, I'd be fine. Still a good situation for me. Oops. Yeah. Or I just land and re-jump. But 6A is just nonsense here. He just jumped, right? He can fly, he can board escape, he can just literally attack me. Whoops. And I would just die. So the 6A, super bad play. Whoops. Wait, that doesn't kill? Huh? Okay, I got this. Check this out. Oh! Ah, that doesn't kill. Okay. Yeah, no comment here. I already lost here. I was a bit late on the flight. Well, it didn't matter. It's just unlucky. Private square, Sakura 2 OP. And I died to a rotating hitbox apparently. Look at this. Cheats on, so you can see. What? I'm barely touching up there. Yeah, the flight is just weird. When you fly, you see the boxes. It's not a normal box anymore. Like splitting up. It's like, yeah, whatever, you can see it. Boom. That was the first match. The second match, there were some connection issues during this match. I think during the last round, that's where it happens. So the gameplay later might not be very good. Here, try to go for it again. On wake up, just chicken block on wake up. But his timing was perfect this time. I couldn't chicken block this. Nothing to say here. Here, he knew it was bad. Like, anyone can see. After this, he lands and then presses killing door. That's not a combo. That's not a KD setup. It's outside of the corner. There's no way he could have done anything here. Like, he could have jumped, wow. Not in range for 4A. Whoop! that only reaches because of 2A, okay? And that's way too risky. There's no way he's gonna go for this. That's why he blocked on wake up. I knew I could mash here. Just no way Sakuya gets away with this. And instant cancelled into 2B so I can jump away. Easy escape. That's a very nice combo. Good awareness. Know that he can go for this combo. But my mistake here was when I go for this, then there are only two options. Either my opponent wrong blocks or right blocks. If they right block, then I'm minus, right? I shouldn't be mashing, but I try to catch him off guard. Yo, maybe he blocks this and then he dashes into me, wasting his plus frames. What am I doing? Why did he jump? Oh. Don't look at my inputs. Maybe I reacted to the BE sound only and thought he would jump up, but I'm old and slow and didn't realize he border escaped forward. So what would happen here is actually, what if I mash? Yeah, I'm fast enough for 3A to beat the... Wait, that's actually messed up. Reimu can just do this, of course. Ooh. Yeah, I shouldn't have jumped. But usually, 3A, very specific, I didn't even know you could do that. What Reimu should usually do is delay bullets. Oh. If this is right block, people will probably mash. Most of the time. Most players I play against with, if they block the J6A, they will start mashing. They will just attack me the moment I land. So I would be pressing bullet. But since he border escapes behind me, I jump away. And do something stupid like that probably and get hit anyway. But the correct play is throw a bullet after and then get out. If they mash, then you get a full combo. If they don't mash, then you get away. Or you just go for whatever the fuck this is. Sakuya only moment, by the way. Oh, and Yukari probably. And Iku and Patchouli. Those are the ones. This might come in handy actually, this 3A. Knowing that you can still win after a right block if they dash forward or border escape. During Cloudy, you want to use meteor as fast as possible. Because you don't want the opponent to build up meter. Klempfer has no cards, he's spamming bullets like always, but it's just more efficient during Cloudy. You gain so much. I didn't want him to gain meter, so I had to use my skill card as soon as possible here, instead of trying to build meter myself. Here, get this nice hit. What most people should do is far 5A into 2B. Because this is such a risky situation, they will probably not mistake like a far 5A for a 6-6A. especially for Reimu. The animations are not the same, so it's very hard to mix those two up. So instead, you go for 5-5A when you're this close, right, into 2B, because it's still tight, I believe. Or even if it's not tight, it's just so fast. Most people will expect a 6A. And that would have gotten me a clean crush. Oops. But because I was betting on him to panic, like, oh, he's so low on orbs, he's gonna try to board escape my first hit, the very first hit. Maybe he even tried to, but he just wrong blocked. But here, yeah, this is obvious. Reimu has no low after her first hit. So it's always... The first hit is a high-low mix-up, maybe. But the second hit is always a high. Very, very easy to blow. This is a Sakura classic, right? J5B or J2B into fly down J6A. You might be able to counter this by dashing forward to get past the bullets and then 3A. Maybe that challenges. No, okay. Unrealistic. You just have to block there. Yeah, I successfully pulled it off. And I wasn't even frame perfect, I think. Maybe I was. Okay, here I'm standing. I think the first active frame is now. I miss it. I might have been able to press it earlier, but I get out because his timing is still way too off. Yeah, I needed busters here to finish this combo because it's a counter hit. I have to follow it up with J6A. And I think bullets would not reach him. The bullet at least would not. Yeah, that doesn't combo, but... Yeah, no bullets combo. I need busters here. There was nothing I could have done. I do believe I leveled up the barriers already. Yeah, I don't have barriers. I don't have the default barrier. Right here, I saw the weather was gonna be Tempest. That's why I moved like this. I'm so far away, but I could just go in. It's gonna be Tempest, and here I catch him off guard. Boom. Like, the moment he jumped was where he fucked up. Either he board escapes and gets hit, like he did here, or he just keeps blocking and gets crushed. And I get a better combo. Here you can see my charge B bullets, they just take 2 clean orbs. Full 2 clean orbs. Boom. No overhitting. I could have been more patient here. And just press nothing. Fly back down. get this combo. Snow. That would get snow. This would get sun shower. I could have manipulated the weather to get sun shower. But I just instantly cancelled. I didn't expect the crush, I guess. Because it's very hard. He just jumped. I charge this, I go for it. He might be flying into me. So I have to J6A. I have to cancel it quickly. But it's still a mistake. I had so much time here to react. I could have just if I was really scared of the forward that grace, I could have just J5 8. I should have just been patient. I have the life lead. I don't have to go for something crazy like that. The Sakura can turn this around very quickly if I just make a small mistake. So I just had to be chill. Crush. Wait. I can even backdash anyway, and then get the knockdown like this. I think it starts lagging soon, and we play a bit worse. Like both of us just play worse. Ooh. I did not expect the 5C to hit here, right? I could have just thrown out my buses and won the round, right? What? That doesn't even kill. I have to go for buses right away. Which is obvious. I don't know why I didn't even buster. I get this hit, just buster. I just didn't expect it to hit, I guess. And if I dash forward, it would do more damage. It does more damage if you do buses out of a dash. Okay? Because if you don't dash, if you just cancel, it limits, does way less damage. Enough to kill. Over 100 more, I think. This is super bad. I don't know if it's a good play by klempfer, but it's super bad from my side, obviously. He's flying down like this. I didn't need to dash into him. Or like just press 5C to cover the C bullets, right? The C bullets are not a threat anymore when I press 5C. So even if I'm late, I'm late. Oh, what? Okay, never mind. But it doesn't even do anything with 3A. I think I win this round anyway, but I could have won way earlier. This was bad. Bad Morris game. Here, I read the cross up. I block it, right? I push him away, and then I right block. I did not need to border escape anymore. I could have just... It was already over. Boom. Like, private square is already over. Don't need to border escape anymore. Because he wasted so much time with this already. Boom. Block. A lot of time wasted. Then he gets this hit and I push him away. That means he has to close the distance again. More frames wasted. And just the border escape was bad. Let's see if this is mashable. Okay, I just jumped because he walked backwards. Why did he do this? Probably thought I would 3A again. That's why he did this. So I could jump. Super good move. Turn Civ up. We're not cheating here, right? Can't see shit, you just go for it. But the cheaters would see it. Don't cheat, okay? Guys, don't cheat with Civ. It's cheating! Especially at high levels, when people play like this. You can see, you can kick, you can see the hitboxes. But it's okay, I don't care. Pretty nice punish, pretty nice punish. The reason he didn't go for 3A, yeah, even if he has good reaction, he reacts at this point, right? And then 3A would just win. So he has to keep walking backward. And if he keeps walking backwards, then 3A is just too slow. Or is it? Yeah. It's not worth the risk. So he goes for the AUB combo. My 6A is just... I was trying to bait him. Like, I was putting myself in a bad spot again. Usually, anyone would fly out. So I fly in. Ooh, I'm catching him off guard. Who the fuck does this? This is stupid. And I was checking, oh, maybe he's gonna chase me because of that. Oh, this Reimu is so stupid, I'm just gonna punish him now after he cornered himself. So I threw out this J6A. Didn't work out. My gamble didn't work out. He could have limited this though. Look at this combo. What is this, bro? Klempfer. Sick moment. Just press B. Boom, that's it. Tempest is a pretty good weather for Reimu, by the way. Makes her J5A super OP. This moment, I mashed. What should I have done here? I block, okay. Do I block everything? Oh, if I board escape, I just get out. If I board escape backwards, he will. If I board escape late, then nothing catches me. But board escape forward is super safe here. I can't punish though. He might not jump there, and I don't get the hit there. He would just block. I have no orbs, that's why. Board escape is what I should have done. What would happen if he presses 2B? Oh, it would hit. Oh, he actually messed... No, he didn't mess up. Yeah, I have not much to say about these private square moments. Klempfer already told me. He is reacting to a border escape right here. Like, the moment he starts the string, boom, I right block it. Okay, it's whatever. He will go for this string anyway. 2C, and he's reacting, whether I border escape or not. If I didn't border escape, the 2C comes out. And he cancels into this. If I border escape the initial kick, the 2C comes out and then he catches me with J5A. That's why I don't border escape at all. And I have coin, so I'm just chilling. Because I was thinking I'm gonna just push him away when he comes closer. And in this case, I actually just got lucky with the right block. I guess the 50-50 right. If I had wrong block, he would just get a perfect rush here. So I just got lucky. I just won the 50-50. This is also read string. I don't think I should be getting hit by this. Alright, if I just press nothing, right? Getting a punish is not realistic. Okay, he's just doing this, and what's more realistic is that you just let him get away with this. Nobody gets anything out of that. Well, actually, I could just, the moment I block this, just go for J to B anyway. There's nothing he can do. Like, he has no bullets that reaches up there. Oh, never mind. He can just do that instead. Just I jump straight up. Oh, that's scary then. Just block then. My only options here are to block. I just needed to block. Block, press nothing, C, and then continue. It was lagging here. This is where the lag started, or has been happening for a while now. I actually won neutral there. Just getting border escape like this means you just won neutral. He messed up. I played it right. Good neutral play by me. He didn't need to border escape actually, but he did anyway because he panicked. So low on orbs. He flew down, had to block. Yeah, messed up and lost neutral. Lost one neutral interaction. Okay, he lost neutral interaction there. And then it's back to neutral. I did not buster for some reason. Maybe it was the lag again. Okay, maybe the lag triggered me. Super easy combo. Super bad of me to instantly go for 2B, because the 2B is bad. Okay? Even if he right blocks this, he still has too many orbs. 2B just gives him a situation, a spot to get out. I have to run away after 2B, most likely, or just let it rip with 6-3. So the correct play here is, we looked at the weather. It's sun shower. You press 6A. If he right blocks 6A, you just have to use your meter. 6A into 6-3. GG, he guessed it right. But you have to stay calm. I wasn't calm anymore because I was literally 1 HP, but yeah, I had to stay calm and not press 2B. get the full combo. And then that's a checkmate, by the way. That's a checkmate. Combo into checkmate. You need to finish your combo here with J6A to get the side switch in time. And then I get minus one orb from the trap that I placed behind Sakuya. It's guaranteed that Sakuya gets pushed into it. Okay. And then I can follow up with my blue card string into trap. That does a full 5 orbs. That would have been a full 5 orb break sequence. And that could have won me the game. Instead I go for this. Okay. Still looking good. And yeah, this is just bad. At this point, he knows, he's used to my string, my O key. Here's just where he knows he has to right block here. Otherwise, I would need it to fake it, which means giving him like using up my plus frames to dash up, fake scare him, right, and then 2A, even though he could have just jumped. But here, this is a bad sequence. I messed it up. But it was winnable. At this point, it was winnable. Okay, klempfer, if he gets the opportunity, he's just gonna force Typhoon on me. He did that in our previous set as well. It's just Typhoon all the time. I can't win Typhoon, okay? I just can't. The only way I win Typhoon is if I hit Busters to end the weather quickly. Or I just go in and hit him with my melee attacks. But since Sakuya's bullets are multi-hit, he can tank my hits and then throw out his own and always wins the trade. Sakuya always wins the trade. She just has to tank an attack and then press B to win. I got a good crush, but unfortunately the weather was river mist, so I couldn't get any good combo off. I could have built enough meter for 4 card if it wasn't river mist, and I couldn't force Typhoon either. And here, the reason this happened is because I drew Yokai Busters, and I don't have Yokai Busters yet, so I made a stupid play like this. I just wanted to level up my Busters here and let him win. But as you know, the classic string here, what you do as a Reimu, and what most people usually don't expect, is use 6A, and it doesn't matter what happens. You just go for the trap. Boom. Very classic. I do this all the time. Happens all the time. So what happens if he doesn't border skip it? He has to instantly react, and I die too. I don't know if he would have been that cracked, but wait, let me see. Just checking if 2B into trap would have been fast enough as well. Oh, it would have. So you can just autopilot it. So it's very unexpected. So reacting with 4 cut instantly at that moment is not very likely. He gets around though, unfortunate, because I was too excited to draw busters. Again, very classic situation. Fly up, fly down, play 6A. What could I have done? Well, I missed. He's above me. Just back off. Like a normal jump back off, actually. Like this. Very safe. Not a dash or a high jump. That has still potential to be punished. But this, unpunishable. Very hard to chase. Even if I press 3, I just get owned. Boom. Wait. One thing I could have... I haven't tried before is 6A. Reimu 6A is a pretty good anti-air. Oh my god, it wins. Do I have to... Okay, no, it doesn't win. It doesn't win. I would just be faster. If I'm faster, then it wins, right? It comes out faster, so obviously, but I don't low profile it. Winning would mean I low profile it and win it when both of us press it at the same time. Very nice combo. This caught me off guard. I thought it would hit me. I was very surprised he messed this up. He messed it up. Look, this is how it's... Oh. It's not limitable, but it's a combo. So I was like, what the hell? Because I could have definitely punished him, I think. Oh, no, never mind. Just land. You just get confused. That's also what happens. He just walks into me here. And I was like, oh, what the hell? And I pressed bullet super late. And like, what? Nothing happens. But he would have gotten hit. And he calls Typhoon. Of course. Final match. And he calls Typhoon. What do I do? So much health lost. But he uses private square neutral. What does that mean? You always place a trap during Typhoon. Or no, the weather doesn't matter actually. When Sophia uses private square neutral, place a trap. He gets hit here. I activate this to end the weather. But I didn't even need to, alright? I could have just... He gets hit by this, I can jump out. But I would probably die. Because he still can chase me afterwards and get at least one hit in. But this saves me. But the weather is riverless. So unlucky. And I forced Typhoon on myself with this. But it didn't matter. I had to do this. He just wouldn't tag. He doesn't tag and gets Typhoon by not tagging. Which might have been good for me. Because if he doesn't tag, I get time to set up my 4-card pressure. So he probably would have tagged anyway and tried to find a spot to use private square or killing doll even. Killing doll. Very fast. He doesn't even need private square. He would just switch to killing doll, force Typhoon, take the hit, whatever, and then finish me off. So instead I forced the wall bounce with my yokai busters and sacrifice my card. I should have probably used the 4-card, but the 4-card is more punishable. I'm minus for longer. At least that's what I think. Maybe it's literally the same. I buy some time for myself like this though. Here he activates private spray neutral again to finish me off, but I place the trap. So I'm pretty much safe. Here, I needed to stay cool and finish this combo. Because I can literally see which hits, well, how many hits of the trap hit him. Yeah. I got confused. Okay. Here, 660, whatever. I don't get the knockdown. Just get a little bit damage. Suddenly he's very respectful though. I saw hail, so I wasn't worried about throwing out the trap here. Usually I wouldn't do this anymore, I think, because I'm too low on spirit. My opponent is as well though, but yeah, I saw hail was coming, definitely. So I wasn't worried about wasting my spirit here on a skill. It's out. I recover very quickly now. Doing full orbs again. Very stupid of me to go for this, but it worked out here. Didn't expect it. I should have chased him up though. Here. Ah, I had no editors left. Never mind. So, this was the best I could do. Kick him again in the head. Back off. The 2C was bad. I needed to just throw out the trap and then... Wait, what? Okay, yeah. Would I have hit him? Yeah, I would have hit him again with this. And even taken the corner. I would have taken the corner. If I take the corner here, it's checkmate again. Look how long the trap stays, right? So if I hit him here with my 2A, I can push him into the corner, into the trap, and that's a checkmate. So another opportunity lost. I wrong block, unfortunately. So he gets to jump out. And I can't chase him. I'm too slow. What if I right block though? Oh, no chase. I'm super scared at this point. I had to go in on him here. The C, nice. They don't cover him anymore. This is where he fucked up. I could have gotten around here. But I was too scared. So I didn't see that angle. But I can clearly see it now. Like here, this angle is so obvious. Oops. And then I die holding this. I tried to dash cancel afterwards. No, I held fly down. And I was just locked in my flight direction. Maybe I let go. Dash? Nothing happened. I let go too early. Like, neutral was not over yet. But the recovery threw me off, so I let go of my flight button. Yeah. Right, that was it. Hope that was educational.